Okay, well, it's about 9:15, and it is. Well, we're kind of in a slow summer market right now. There's opportunities, but they're fewer and further between. That's for sure. So, just trying to kind of scrape up a little bit here and there, and not overstay my welcome. And a topic that we're going to talk about this week is how to trade in a bear market. Because listen, we're in a bear market, so it's choice of how you trade through it. If you've got a bumpy road ahead and you've got no other way but to go down it, you can either go down it and just make the best of it, or you can be miserable the whole time. And that's kind of an outlook perspective question. But, my point of view on it is that these are markets that can give you the opportunity to learn and to actually become a better trader. So I think that these are really healthy. Pullbacks in the market are healthy, and this is a large pullback, but bear markets are healthy. And for active traders like ourselves, I think that this is an opportunity for us to dial in on what we're really good at, focus on basics, exercise some discipline. And if we can get through this type of market, that bodes really well for the future. It sets a really strong foundation. Now, I know so many people are like, oh, I'll just wait until the market is hot and then I'll start trading. Well, a beginner trader in a hot market, maybe you get some beginner's luck, that's fine. But you're not going to be able to fully capitalize on a hot market as a beginner. You're just not going to be able to. There's no way. You don't know enough. You don't have enough experience. So, the other side of that is learn during a bear market when it's probably the most difficult time to be successful. And okay, so you're learning, you're practicing in a simulator. And if you can get through there, then by the time the market starts to heat back up, well, I don't know, maybe you're in pretty good shape. There's no guarantee, but I think that's the better way to look at it. This week, I'm going to do a workshop. It'll be a free workshop. We'll put a link out there for people who want to register to it. You'll have to register, but it'll be a free workshop on how to day trade in a bear market. So that'll be the topic. It's obviously topical to what's going on right now. It's definitely on point. And I think especially for those on YouTube, you guys will get a lot out of it. For those that are in the community, you're welcome to attend if you'd like. We'll do, it'll be kind of a fun event where I'll share with you guys my sort of story of how I learned how to trade and how I got to where I am today. And I'll walk you through my approach for trading in a bear market, which is, what I've been doing for the last 6 months. So, just to kind of put this on the table here, for the last 6 months, this is where I sit in trading. I've had some big days, I've had some small days. It's about $500,000 in gross profit. Now, I'll say as always that my results are not typical, and most beginner traders lose money, and I can't make any guarantee that you'll find success or you'll learn from me or you trade on your own. But at the same time, the topic here is how to trade in a bear market. That's what we've been doing, and I'm someone who's come through the bear market with profit. So sitting with $500,000 gross profit, I think that's pretty good. And in the last, and this is something that I'm really happy about, the cumulative drawdown. So my drawdowns have been getting smaller and smaller and smaller. That is fantastic. That means I'm cutting my losses faster. Now, at the beginning of the year, I came off a really hot 2021. I was being aggressive, and then that was the right move. But as soon as I wasn't getting the good feedback from the market that this is a time to be aggressive, I had to scale back, slow down. Definitely got a couple really nice days there in February. I think those were my 2 best days of the year. Made almost $100,000 or maybe a little more between those 2 days. But things have been slow, and now we're cruising here into the summer. 4th of July is right around the corner. So, the best thing to do right now is to buckle down, to be disciplined, to take it slow, to practice in a simulator. Max, who is the most recent badge holder, he's the most recent person who got $1 million badge. He traded in a simulator for like 9 months, 8 months. And it was during a hot market. So he missed out on a lot of, you could say, opportunity by doing that, but he set a really good foundation. So I think this right now is a good time to be practicing in a simulator, all right, especially for new traders. So, as always, I'll put up my disclaimer and remind everyone that trading is risky. My results are not typical, so there's no guarantee that you'll find success. Take it really slow. But if you want to attend the bear market workshop, that class will be Wednesday at 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. I was going to do it last Wednesday, but then I wasn't feeling well, so pushed it back to this coming Wednesday. All right, so as we sit here this morning, I wanted to do kind of a quick watch list because things have kind of cooled off a little bit this morning. We have a gap up in the overall market. So we've got this bounce off the low, a nice bounce. I mean, thank goodness at least for these relief bounces. They are relieving. It's like, finally, a little bounce. So what a relief. All right, so we've got a little bounce coming up here. Light volume gap up. It's filling the gap coming down. And I've already taken a few trades. The biggest winner was on NRSN. This was a breaking news algo spike type of trade. Nice squeeze, moves up to 279, and we got some good trades there. I was a little late to jump on it, but that's all right. So that was NRSN. HILS, Hills, similar news spikes. Nice momentum, up about 100%, but then it started to retrace quite a bit, so I don't really love that. So at this point, as we come closer to the open, I'm not liking Hills, but NRSN is still a maybe, but it's starting to get a little choppy, a little thickly traded. So we'll have to see whether or not it can base out, but it was below VWAP, as you could see here. And then right here, it got back above VWAP. So your trigger high there is about 65, 66. But then when I look at the level 2, I see that stack of sellers. So I don't think that that's a retail trader. I think that that's probably a high frequency trading algorithm. And now we're starting to get the algos crunching in on this. So I'm not sure if we're going to see clean action. I'm concerned it's going to start getting a little choppy. And of course I'll do a separate, workshop on this, but there's a lot of different types of algos in the market. So there's some that we can sort of anticipate how they're going to respond to certain types of price action, and we could try to ride that momentum and sort of scalp the algo move. And then there's others that are just churning shares, maker taker, and it's just churn, and those are going to be harder to trade through. So, and you've got this higher volume red candle right here, 275 high. That's a little bit of an issue. All right, so about 6 minutes to the opening bell here. So I have not quite hit my daily goal, but I have gotten green, which is fine. And I honestly think that that's probably, in this market, that's good. I should be grateful for that and not try to push it too hard, not try to overstay my welcome. Just get a little profit, get out. So this is probably a good time, if I keep trading, to size down, reduce share size a little bit going into the open and through the first hour of the day. If I can make a little bit more with smaller size, that's fine. If it feels like it's choppy, then I'll step back a little bit as well, and I'll lock this up as another little green day. Look, $2,000 a day is $500,000 a year. I'm already at 500,000 gross profit, and it's June 27th, so I'm certainly hoping to be over $1 million gross profit by the end of the year, and that means I need to keep averaging, $3,000-4,000 a day. So today I'm a little below the average, but I'm sure I'll have days, they're above the average, and so anyways, it all averages out. But it's better on a day where it's getting a little choppier, a little slower, to take those gains rather than try to stretch to hit some specific number and then you get yourself into a jam. Big block of orders, buy orders went through there on NRSN, but let's see, it was all in small size, but it was a pretty big order, pretty big amount of size. Maybe 30,000 shares, 25,000. All right, so coming up to resistance up in this area based on this last attempt. Okay, so we have about 4 minutes to the opening bell. So this is resistance right in this area. First at 75 and then at 79. If we can break through those areas, then maybe we have something we can work with. All right, so for those tuning in for the morning show, I just wanted to give you kind of a quick watch list today. Not a lot of active trading this morning. I already booked my profits a little bit earlier, so started sitting tight right now, and I want to see what holds going into the open. But I hope you guys register for the workshop on trading during a bear market. That'll be Wednesday at 1 o'clock. So I'll have my morning trading. I'll then take a quick break and then come back at 1 o'clock to host that workshop. So there's a link posted in the description and to the comments here on YouTube. So make sure you guys check that out. And I hope you have a good day. Hopefully we see some continuation here into the open, but if not, that's okay. I've already booked some gains and I'm going to be trading with smaller size into the open. So if we get choppiness, I'm not going to give back what I've already locked up here. That's very important. All right, so with that, I will see you guys back here first thing tomorrow morning. Those on YouTube and those here in chat, we're going to keep trading and keep looking for opportunities.